morning. Okay, so homework. Our first homework today was from Ming. Well done, Ming. You have been star pupil for the homework a few days in a row, so really good work to Ming. So for homework, what we had to do was we had to think about the 6 simple machines that we learned about, and we had to look at the pictures of the situation and decide which simple machine would best fit and help the person in the situation. Swimming. So what we had to do is we had to look at the situation and decide which simple machine would be the best for this person. So here we have a boy who wants to get his toys in this cart up the stairs. So as Wee Ming said, the boy needs an inclined plane because an inclined plane is easy to move things up and down. Well done, Zui Ming. You are exactly right. An inclined plane would be perfect here because we could use it as a ramp to wheel the toys up. The second picture shows a boy shopping in maybe a supermarket, and it looks like he has full hands. Now he wants to reach for the Coca-Cola bottle, I think, but he cannot do that as he has no hands. So which simple machine would be best for him? Well, Zui Ming has said the boy needs a wheel and axle to pull the things he is holding and take one of the bottles, which is perfectly correct. So well done, Zui Ming. The next homework that was worthy of showing to everyone is Dammy! Woo! Well done, Dammy. Very good. So here, the same situations, Dammy had written an inclined plane because the wagon has wheels to roll. The ramp has one end taller than the other, and the stairs, and it is flat. The stairs are not flat, but the ramp is. So perfect explanation. So we need a ramp or an inclined plane to wheel the cart up the stairs. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. An inclined plane would help here. In the second situation, Dammy has also written that a wheel and axle will help because the boy doesn't have enough space to hold all of the food, and if he used a wheel and axle, he could put the food in a cart and drag it along. So well done, Dammy. Perfect work. And finally, Simon. Well done, Simon. Your homework was really good too. Let's have a look at what Simon wrote. So Simon said, the inclined plane can help the wheelbarrow go up easily, which is perfectly correct. The inclined plane would perfectly help us here because we could easily wheel it up without bumping up and down the stairs. In the second picture, Simon wrote, the wheel and axle help the boy to carry everything, which is perfectly right as well. He can put all of his food and groceries in one basket with wheels and he can drag it along. So well done to all of you. Most of you got the homework right. So congratulations. And the students in this class who did their homework are Nuna, Dami, Kaki, Kitty, Haifam, Jenny, Michael, Simon, and Zui Ming. So well done, guys. Now, some of you did say for number 1 that a pulley would work. So I did mark this as correct because you actually drew a picture. I think that was it Michael that drew the picture? So a student drew the picture to show me what they meant, and they showed me that they could make a device with a pulley to pull all the toys up the stairs. So honestly, that would be correct also. I marked it right. But I think what we're mainly looking for is the inclined plane. And then for number 2, I think the only simple machine that would help in this situation is the wheel and axle, which most people got correct. So well done, guys. Really good work on your homework. Okay, let's get started with the reading comprehension. So today we're learning about lakes and oceans. So we're learning about water today. So let's have a look. So we've got some new vocabulary to learn. So the new vocabulary words are ocean, salt water, earth, lake, and freshwater. Now, I just want everyone to have a look at this picture. And what we can see in this picture is a picture of the Earth, the planet that we live on. Now, when you think about Earth, the colors are green and blue. The Earth is mainly made up of the color blue. The Earth is actually made up of more water than it is land. Now, that's exactly what we're learning about today. We're learning about oceans. So oceans are very large bodies of water, as you can see from this picture. Oceans are not surrounded by land. Oceans are huge. They are so vast. Now, oceans make up a lot of the Earth's water. Ocean water is salt water. That means that you cannot drink salt water from oceans. So even if you were very, very, very thirsty, you could not get a cup of ocean water. This would make you very sick because the salt would dehydrate you and it would make you feel very ill. Now, the other types of water that we have on the earth are lakes. Now, lakes are surrounded by land. So if you look at this picture, you will be able to see that all of these small lakes are surrounded by land. They don't run into the ocean. Now, the difference between a lake and an ocean is that the lakes have fresh water. So what that means is you can drink fresh water from the lakes and the rivers. So if you were thirsty and you could tell that the lake was clean and didn't have any litter, you could get a cup, put it in the lake, and drink it. Only if the lake was clean and there were no rubbish and no litter inside. Now, let's have a look at our vocabulary. So who can tell me, what is this?
Oh,
Very good. Planet Earth. Planet Earth is the planet that we live on. We're on Earth currently, right now. It's our favorite planet. So here, this is a lake. As you can see in the lake, there is a body of water, but it is surrounded by land. So if you look around, you can see trees and soil and grass. So a lake is always surrounded by land. Now, who can remember, does a lake have fresh water or salt water?
fresh water.
Well done, fresh water. But some lakes are very clean, but yes, some lakes are very dirty, unfortunately, with pollution and oil and rubbish. Now, lakes have fresh water. So, what can you think of? What animals can you think of that you would find in a lake? What animals live in fresh water? I want everyone to go to the chat box, please. Would you find a shark in fresh water? Fish, very good. So Kaki and Zui Ming have both said fish. Bacteria, very good, Dami. So bacteria is spelled like this with an E, one E, one I, bacteria. You are right. Bacteria is a living thing that we would find in a lake. Very clever, Dami. Yep, fish, perfect. So we find fish. What kind of fish? Can anyone tell me what kind of fish? Sunfish, very good. Well done, Simon. Perfect, Michael. Frogs. Frogs are a big one. We would find lots of frogs in freshwater lakes. Insects, perfect. Well done, Ming. We would find things like dragonflies. We would find things like ants running around too. Amazing. So Michael and Kaki said snakes. So sometimes we can have water snakes that live in the water. And crocodiles. Well done, Michael. Crocodiles and alligators also can live in the lakes. Ooh, we have to be quite careful. And plants. Well done, Demi. Plants also live in there. So everyone have a look at the screen again. So please X off the chat box. We don't need to look at that anymore. Look at the screen. Ta-da! So, what kind of animals can we find in fresh water? We can find X-ray fish, catfish, guppies, which are really beautiful, colorful fish that have big, long, fanned out tails, discus, zebrafish, tetras, eels, pikes, axolotls, and shrimp. So we can find lots of different freshwater animals in lakes. A piranha is a particularly dangerous fish. A piranha is a fish with very sharp teeth that like to eat meat. So if you were ever swimming in a lake with a piranha, you would be in big, big trouble. All right, this is the ocean. So the ocean is very different from a lake, mainly because they have different types of water. We've just learned that lakes have fresh water, but oceans have salt water. They have salt water. So I want to ask a question. What do you think would happen if we took a catfish from a freshwater lake and we put it in the ocean? What would happen if we got a catfish from West Lake in Hanoi and then we went to Da Nang and we put the catfish in the ocean? What do we think? Zui Ming?
They die.
Very good. Unfortunately, the catfish would die. That's because the water is so different. The chemical balance is completely different. So the pH balance of the ocean water and the lake water is very different. The catfish would not last for very long. Yes, Nancy.
Yeah, the catfish won't live very long because it would kill the catfish because it only knows how to fresh water and a mix of fresh water and salt water. Not only salt water would kill it.
Very good. Perfect, Nancy. A mix of fresh water and salt water would also kill the catfish too. Well done, Nancy. Okay, so now another question. What animals can you find in the ocean? So we've talked about animals we could find in a freshwater lake, but I want to know what animals can you find in the ocean? So everyone, please take yourself to the chat box. Go. Type, 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 type. Crab, shark, turtle. Well done, Dami. Well done, Kaki. So sharks, turtles, fish, crabs, sea turtle. Very good, Ming. I can think. Very good, kitty, dolphin. So dolphins is spelt with a PH. Seaweed, good. So seaweed is a type of plant. I'm looking mainly for animals, but you are right, Kaki. Seaweed lives there. What about the biggest animal in the world? Ooh, Simon, clownfish. Good. So we spell clownfish like this, clownfish. Whale, good job, Dami. Whales live in the ocean. We have killer whales. We have uh, Nemo, very good, Kaki. Nemo is a clownfish. Oh, Michael, well done. Sharks, whales, fish, turtles, dolphins, and lobsters. Amazing. So I'm going, well done, guys. So you've named lots of animals that live in the ocean. Have a look. So we actually named quite a few of these. So we said turtle. Simon and Kaki both said clownfish, or we can also call him Nemo. Nemo is a type of clownfish. Whales, squids, barnacles, horseshoe crabs, sea squirts, cuttlefish, seahorses, oysters, crabs, and dolphins. So all of these animals. Okay, so oysters and crabs and dolphins. So there are many animals that live in the ocean, but these animals can only live in salt water. Now, let's start with our reading comprehension, guys. Okay, I would like someone to read the first two sentences. So every time I ask you to read, I want you to read two sentences. So that means 1, 2. Okay, Dami, can you read the first two sentences? Earth is
Lakes and ocean.
Thank
Earth
you.
is covered with water. Oceans and lakes are large body of water.
Amazing. Thank you. Cherry, can you read the next two lines?
Oceans and lakes hold most of the water on Earth. Lakes have land and around them.
Good. Well done, Cherry. Okay, so we've learned so far that Earth is covered with water. Oceans and lakes hold most of the water on Earth. So most of the water on Earth comes from our lakes and our oceans. Now we're going to go in and learn about lakes on this page. Kitty, can you read the next two lines for me, please?
There are thousands of lakes on Earth. Almost all of these lakes have fresh water.
Lovely, thank you. So there are thousands of lakes on Earth. So there are many, many lakes, and most of these lakes have fresh water. Ming, can you read the next two sentences? This means
This means they do not have salt. People and animals can drink fresh water.
very good. Thank you, Ming. So we know that we can drink fresh water. And Nancy, please can you read the last two sentences?
Maybe plants and animals live in fresh water. People like to go to lakes to swim or fish.
Lovely, lovely reading. So there are thousands of lakes on Earth. They almost all of them have fresh water. That means they don't have salt. It means people and animals can drink them, and people like to go to lakes to swim or fish. Okay, let's read the next part. This is all about oceans. So I would like, Bo, can you read this for me? Earth,
There's only 5 oceans: Arctic,
Pacific,
Pacific,
Atlantic,
Atlantic,
Southern
Southern, and Indian.
oceans.
Oceans have salt water.
Lovely. Thank you, Bo. Okay, next, I want someone to read the next two sentences. Jenny.
People cannot
drink it because the
The salt?
salt will make them sick, but many plants and animals.
Thank you, Jenny. Okay, so oceans have salt water. There are 5 oceans, but people cannot drink it. But many plants and animals still live there. Okay, who can read the next 2 sentences? Simon, can you read the next 2 sentences for me, please?
Many fishermen go fishing in the oceans.
Lovely. Thank you, Simon. So lots of fishermen go fishing in the oceans, and that's where we get our fish from. Who can finish us off? Who can say the last 2 sentences? Let's go for Kaki.
Many people travel across the ocean to get to different countries.
Good girl, Kaki. So people cross the oceans to get to different countries. For example, I am from England, and I had to cross 2 oceans to get all the way to Vietnam. So that's how we get to different countries often. Okay, let's have a look at our questions. Let's have a look. Number 1, Earth's oceans have salt water, small amounts of water, or land all around them. What do we think? Swimming.
Salt water.
Very good. Well done, Swimming. Earth's oceans have salt water. Number 2, lakes have what? Lakes have salt water. Lakes have small amounts of water. Lakes have fresh water. What do we think? Kitty.
Fresh water.
Very good. Lakes have fresh water. Good girl, Kitty. Amazing. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. So, who can tell me, is this a lake or an ocean? Everyone shout it out. 1, 2, 3.
Ocean.
Very good. Michael, that is so loud. Very good. It is an ocean. Okay, this is a beautiful ocean. And what about this? What is this? Everyone shout it out. Very good. Well done. It is a lake. So the difference between an ocean and a lake is that they have salt water. An ocean has salt water. A lake has fresh water. An ocean is also not surrounded by land. If we look out to the ocean, we can see lots of sky and lots of water. Whereas when we look at a lake, often it is covered by mountains and trees and grass. It is surrounded by land. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at our graphic organizer. This is a Venn diagram. And a Venn diagram is something we can use to organize our information. Now, around the Venn diagram, we have different sentences or pieces of information. I want you guys to help me put the pieces of information into the correct spot. Where should we put thousands on Earth? Michael.
Both.
Both? Can you remember how many oceans there are? So there aren't thousands of oceans, but there are 5 oceans on Earth. Thousands on Earth. So we're going to put that in lakes. There are thousands of lakes on Earth. Okay, number 2 is fresh water. Where are we going to put fresh water? Nancy.
Yeah, fresh water will be put in lakes.
Good girl. How
Lakes.
Perfect. You are completely right. Lakes have fresh water. Well done, Nancy. Okay, number 3. Hold most of the water on Earth. Demi?
Oceans.
Oceans?
Yes.
Sure. Just the
Both.
ocean? Both. Very good. Both lakes and ocean hold most of the water on Earth. Well done, Dami. Okay, people and animals can't drink it. Jenny.
In the ocean.
Very good. Why can people not drink ocean water, Jenny?
Because it is too salty.
Good
So
girl.
when the people drink it,
Mhm.
the people will sick.
Very good. The people will get sick. Amazing. Well done, Jenny. Salt water. Where are we going to put that? That one's easy. Everyone shout it out.
Ocean.
Salt water goes in ocean. Now, let's have a look next. Land all around them. Okay, so this has land all around them. Lakes, both, or ocean. Michael.
Only lakes.
Very good. Well done. Only the lakes. Well done, Michael. Really good job. Just the lakes. The oceans don't have land all around them. You can see out to sea for many miles. Okay. Now, next, plants and animals live in them. Cherry.
Both.
Good girl. Well done. Plants and animals live in both lakes and oceans. Well done, Cherry. Okay, next, people and animals can drink it. Who have I not heard from in a while? Kaki.
In the lakes.
Very good. Lakes. We'll put that in the lake. So people and animals can drink lake water only if the lake is clean. Okay? There are many lakes that are filthy with pollution and litter, and we should never ever drink from them. Okay, last but not least, 5 on Earth. We have 5 of them on Earth. Do we have 5 lakes on Earth, 5 oceans on Earth, or 5 lakes and 5 oceans on Earth? What do we think? Nancy.
I know what. It's going to the oceans because there are
Very
5
good.
oceans.
Perfect. Well done, Nancy. It's going into the oceans because there are 5 oceans on Earth. Amazing. Well done, Nancy. Okay, guys. So have a look. We're going to have a quick discussion before I give you your homework. So what I want to talk about today is what can you do in the ocean and what can you do in a lake? So we'll talk about number 1 first. What are some things you can do in the ocean? So I had lots of interesting answers from class 2E9. What are your answers? What are some things you can do in the ocean? Swimming.
I can swim in the ocean.
Perfect. You can go swimming in the ocean. Perfect. Kitty, what else can we do in the ocean?
They can see the fish.
And fish, good girl. We can see the fish and we can go fishing. We can go and catch some fish. Michael, what else can we do in the ocean?
We can surf.
That's exactly what we were talking about. Good job, Michael. We can go surfing in the ocean. In the ocean, they have big waves sometimes, and we can go surfing. Great answer, Michael. Okay, one more. Dami, what else can we do in the ocean?
Sail a boat.
Sail a boat. Perfect. Well done. Really good answer, Dami. Now, can we go surfing in a lake? Everyone shout it out.
Yeah. No, not.
No, we can't go surfing in a lake without the waves. We could go surfing in a lake if we had a speedboat and we were attached to a speedboat on a surfboard and we could go boat surfing. So people actually do that, but it's not the same as surfing. Okay, so what can we do in a lake? So we can go swimming in a lake. We know that. What are some other things? Kaki.
We can go in a lake and we can catch. We can camping in the lake.
Good girl. So we can go camping, but we won't go camping in the lake. We'll go camping by the lake. Imagine if we went camping in the lake. That would be a very, very wet and cold night's sleep. Good girl, Kat. One more thing. What else can we do in a lake? Bo.
We can catch fish.
Very good. We can go fishing. Amazing. Okay, guys, have a look at your homework for today. So again, today we have another writing homework. So today's writing homework is a little bit different. I want you to write a paragraph. I want you to write a compare and contrast paragraph that explains how lakes and oceans are alike and different. Sorry, you're going to use this graphic organizer to help you write your paragraph today. This graphic organizer clearly states their differences and their similarities. So you can use this graphic organizer and the story today to help you. The PowerPoint that you're seeing this on will be emailed to your parents so you can look at it on your iPad or on your laptop to help you. So what I want you to do for homework, you're going to use information from the graphic organizer and the geography article, and you're going to tell me how lakes and oceans are alike and different. Here you write your title. So your title could be Lakes and Oceans. You could start off by talking about the similarities or how they are alike. You could write lakes and oceans are similar because blah, blah, blah. Then you could give me 1, 2, or 3 points about how they are similar. Then you could move on to talk about how they are different. Lakes and oceans are different because blah, blah, blah. And then you could give me 2 to 3 points about how they are different. Now, are there any questions about what you have to do for homework or in general about the class today? Okay, guys, we are out of time. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to say goodbye to all of your beautiful little faces, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.